My name is Omar. I'm with John. I want to ask you a question.
All right, sir.
As an employer,
Yes.
I wanted to know if you have an employee that's looking to elevate, learn a lot of things from you, but then wants to tell us his game plan to you when you hire him that he's looking to have his own business in the next 3 years. How do you go about telling that employee?
Well, that's a very good question. It's hard for all of us employers because when somebody tells you that, you're instantly like, well, I'm not going to hire this guy.
Yeah, and his game plan is saying, hey, I love your company,
Right.
but my game plan is to learn as much as I can from you. I am going to open my business in this location, so more than likely he's going to be your competition.
And that's the thing is you're training your enemy, in a sense. That's how people think of it.
Yeah.
But just like with our show Beyond the Service, what we're doing, the information that we're trying to portray is that no matter what I teach you, you're always going to do it differently than I am. And all as I can do is help you be a better service provider for my customers right now. And what's going to happen is if you do start your business, you're going to set a bar for yourself and your customers. And you know what? Our bars are going to be pretty similar. And what that's doing is it's raising our customers all around expectations of a service provider. And what that'll do is it'll actually help the plumbing the local plumbing community, because our customers are going to start seeing a difference in the type of service that they actually want to receive
And not only from your company, but
from any company.
Any company.
Right. So let's say I give you all the tools and you're doing everything exactly like me, and we both go out and do estimates. You know what? I believe they're going to hire the person that they feel most comfortable with. And it doesn't matter what company that these people are working for or with, they're going to hire that person. Now, there is a professionalism that has to coincide with that feeling as well. And if we are on the same level, and then they get another estimate from another company that they're not even wearing a company t-shirt, they're coming in flip-flops, their truck's not even marked or anything like that, that actually raises your chance of getting that job to 2 people instead of 3 people, right? So, I don't know. Back to your original question about what I would do in that situation. It's really hard, but I want to say that I want to give those tools and help you succeed as much as possible. Mm-hmm. Why? Because I want employees. You talk about me helping you start your business, you're going to talk to a lot of your other friends, and they're going to want to come work for me. I need employees.
Exactly.
And so will you. And the only way that we can do that is by giving the respect and leadership that we want as an employee.
Gotcha.
I don't know. That's kind of my thought on it. It's a really tough subject, and I'm glad you brought it up.
Yeah, because you have a lot of employers saying, hey, if you're trying to open up your own business, you have your own ambitions.
Right.
Me personally, if I was an employer, I'd love to have a guy, if he had a game plan, hey, I want to eventually own my own business, because everybody wants to be an ouner. It's very hard, and to me, you should take very good credit and pride in to say, hey man, this guy's willing to follow my footsteps.
Right.
But then again, in a couple of years, he's definitely going to be our competition.
Absolutely. The only thing I can do is think about my customers right now. Mm-hmm. As from an employee standpoint, I have to think about how my technicians are going to service my customer, not what they're going to do for themselves in the future, because I want you as an employer to go to that next level for yourself, and I want to help you get there if I can.
Gotcha.
Because what if it doesn't work out for you?
Then you can always come back.
You can always come back, and you know what? If this is your goal to start your own business, which I would hope that any technician that gets in that is in the field and doing what we're doing, if they ever want to go to that level, they should be open, because they need that proper guidance. And if that person that they're working for right then, their master plumber, isn't willing to help them, is that really somebody that you want to work for?
Exactly.
So there's definitely levels to it, and this is a very in-depth discussion, and I think that this is definitely something that Devyn and I should discuss on a further episode for sure. So I really thank you for this question, and I hope that I answered.
Yeah, you did.
That.
You definitely did. And I got one more question. This is for you and Devyn. Now we have a lot of stuff going around, and for the employers with employees that have mental health issues. Now, let's just say if you had an employee that called you at 3 o'clock in the night and they said, hey, can I just speak to you about some family situations? You got some employees that are not personal. Hey, man, that's not my problem, and hang up the phone. Some bosses you can't even get in contact with. So my thing for you and her, because I love the way you guys operate.
I'm gonna jump in on this question. I'm pulling
All right, all right.
Keep
Hold
going.
me up.
I'm gonna jump in
So
on this.
this my question.
Because we've gone through something like this recently, so I
Yeah.
have some personal insight on this.
Yeah, so my thing is now, I'm an employee, I call you. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. You know what? I'm having a situation with my wife. She stepped out on me and I'm going crazy. Can an employee reach out to you, anyone in your company, for just someone to talk to? Not necessarily for financial, everyone has issues, but just for like a mental state to help them out, someone to talk to you. Do you guys put them in classes or anything to that name?
Absolutely. So we've recently had some issues like that. You know, I had a younger employee where he was going through his first breakup. Text me and said, hey, can I talk to you? I'm thinking, what's going on, man? You know, what's up? And as soon as I see him, he's crying and he's just saying, like, I don't know who else to talk to. For me, I want to be able to help them as much as I can, because the technical aspect of your job is just one part of it. It's also the mental health issue as
Exactly.
well. I've had another technician come up to me and say, hey, I'm at the point where I'm so depressed, I don't want to be alive anymore. I'm like, well, do you have vacation time left? Nope, I'm out of vacation time. You know what I told him? Here's 40 more hours, go take a week off, get your mind right. I paid him to take another week off, because the thing is that our mental health has got to be a top priority in this trade.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
a lot of people are afraid to talk about how it affects us, because we're all trying our best every day, dealing with all kinds of issues, you know, trauma from our childhood, issues with relationships, custody battles, all these things that you have to be at the best mental, I don't know.
Perform.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're upset, you're down, how can you prepare to go into a customer house and install
Absolutely.
that water heater?
Yeah, and I tell our techs all the time, if you are not at a point to where you can be there 100% mentally, take the day off, I'll pay you for it.
Awesome.
Because they need someone that understands that their mental health comes before them as my employee.
Gotcha.
I love them enough to say, I want to take care of you in that way, because nobody else is going to. And employers, you guys really need to understand your employees' mental health does mean a lot. And if you're afraid to pay them for one day, you need to really ask, are you the type of person that should be managing and employing people? Maybe not.
Maybe not, definitely.
You
Well,
know?
thank you for answering that question. That was definitely a question I had. Hopefully we could touch base on it more and beyond the service.
Yes, thank you, Omar.
No problem.
Thank you.